LPGA Tour. Proudly present the season-long race to the CME Globe. From Ko'alina Golf Club on the island of Oahu, it's final round coverage of the LOTTE Championship presented by Hershey. A look from above at the Ko'alina Resort and Marina, famed for the 4 lagoons. Folks sitting out on the beach, enjoying the water sports, getting out onto the ocean here, which is always popular in Hawaii. We're at the Ko'alina Golf Club hosting the LOTTE Championship for the 4th time. Chela Choi at the 10th, her 3rd shot. Lovely touch from Chela Choi. She's only 3 shots behind is Chela, and that should keep her at 9 under. Let's go to the 12th and Michelle Weave for a birdie. This for a second 2 of the day.
Should move down to her left.
Well, just in there for Michelle Weave, but maybe a little bit too late. Instead of 5 under, she's 7 shots behind. So I think this is going to help Michelle's confidence if she can have a top 5 finish.
All in all, it's not been a very good start for her this year. No top 10, so...
Well, the final group has reached the 10th tee, and IK Kim 1 shot behind Inbee Park. This hasn't always been the easiest of tee shots for the players this week, Jerry.
No, it's a really tough hole to hit the fairway. Downwind a little from the right, dog legs right. Almost every player that misses it hits it through the fairway, and then, of course, you have water right to protect against.
You can't,
this one's good.
You can't really see the water from the tee, but you know it's there. That was a gorgeous drive. And Jerry, as we get ready to watch Inbee Park play this back 9, guess who has the upper hand on this back 9 of this 3?
Inbee.
Yes.
I'm reading your mind. Inbee, a lot of times on a shot like this, will try and hold it against the wind. She's done it remarkably well a couple of times today in this very strong wind, but that's risky with water right. It's turning over a little. Should stay on the left side of the fairway. Maybe not. Boy, that ball chases on.
It's going to be just fine.
Finally, Se-Young Kim, who may be slightly rattled having missed that short birdie putt on the previous green.
Once again, left side of the tee box. That's so tempting here to hit more club than you need. You can't carry the water right with even with her length. She could carry it the first part of it, but she sprays it a little further right of that, and it's wet, and she's hitting her second for what would be the 3rd shot from over 200 yards. So just got to lay back here, take your medicine, if you will, on a layup, and then try and play a great iron shot. That's really good there.
It's probably so hard for a long ball hitter to just sort of put the chains on.
All 3 golf balls in the fairway, nicely away at the 10th. Coming into the back 9 in the final round of the LOTTE Championship. Inbee Park, with that 1-shot lead, has a chance to get to number 2 in the world here this week.
Welcome back to the Hawaiian Islands, and that is Diamond Head Crater, perhaps the most famous volcanic crater in the world. It's just a youngster, 150,000 years it's been dormant. People love to hike there. You get up on top, tremendous views. It's called Leahi in Hawaiian, Tom. That means brow of the tuna. You probably didn't even know the tuna had a brow.
Brow of the tuna, like tuna fish.
That's correct.
Wow.
Sandra Gall with a monster putt for a birdie. He's going to take some break. That's pretty nicely judged there.
She's had a great touch on the greens with her long lag putts.
Back to 10.
IK Kim in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, 157 yards away, a 7-iron. Tough to get this close with the wind howling and helping from the right.
Just don't miss it left.
Exactly what she was thinking. That's back of the green.
test her long putting touch once again. It's getting a little closer to the hole. Okay, just one behind in B Park.
Going with 9-iron from 149 yards. She can get it close, but it probably at this point wouldn't be advised to try because you can make a number left of the green or short.
Her rhythm and balance is so good, it doesn't look like any amount of wind would push her over, does it, Jerry?
No, she's always in sync, it appears.
You know what I mean? Hold it. Just your imagination.
Se Young Kim, next to play. She started the day with a one-shot lead over IK Kim. MB Park started the day 2 behind.
146 yards, also a 9-iron. All said, use your imagination, and right now I think she's just trying to sense or visualize, get a feeling for something creative here, which might require a little baby fade like she did back at 9 to get it to land a little softer, but it's not likely it's going to come down too softly. Wow. Right into the slope, and that killed it.
Se Young not giving herself an obvious chance for birdie, but we've seen some long shots hold today. What's happening here? Michelle Wee maybe with a friend.
Oh, she has a lot of friends in the gallery. And even if it isn't a friend, she's just naturally friendly. And how can you resist saying hi to a cute little one like that?
Well, she has her own day here in the state of Hawaii. Was it December 12th, Mark?
It was Michelle Wee Day. Got the key to the city down at the Alawai Golf Course, right in the middle of Waikiki. Fun place there. It's Chella Choi now. Second shot. She's hit 6 of the 10 greens today. That's not bad on a day like today.
This is from 74 yards. Ball was above her feet in the rough, but it is dry.
I'd like to have my own day somewhere. I don't think they'll ever give me one though.
What's your hometown?
Cheam. C-H-E-A-M. Beautiful part of the world.
Wouldn't be Labor Day.
April 1st.
That would be perfect for me. So Young Lee for a birdie at the 14th. Christy Kerr dropped a shot at the 11th. So this to respond with a birdie at the 12th. Oh, a lot of body English in that one. Just going to be a 3 for Christy.
That's a really nice tee shot. The par 3s here are a little more challenging. I think today's hole location there on that right-hand side a little bit easier.
IK Kim for a birdie at the 10th.
Looks a little speedy, breaking slightly to the left.
Now, she had the line.
Michelle Wee hit 2 big ones. This is her 3rd shot at 13. Will it climb the hill? No, that is not a very good shot there. So unless she can make a long one, that will be an opportunity squandered for Michelle. She needed a birdie. Back at 11 now, Chella Choi from just behind the hole, about 12 feet.
And she's been going along quite nicely. Oh, but at this stage of the game, you have to be a little bit more aggressive than that.
Yeah, that would have gotten her to within 2 of the lead. Still has a chance, though.
Back over to 10.
Se Young Kim just off the green here, Jerry?
Just off the green, took relief from a sprinkler head, dropped it twice, rolled more than 2 club lengths back down the slope, so was able to place it. Still should hobble early, and this green is, she's putting downwind, can get away from you. Not too bad. Not the best read, but not too bad.
PGA Tour on Hilton Head Island this week at the RB
12. Good list.
Unfortunately, this is Michelle Wee for a bogey at the 15th. It's not a very good score on this hole for her. Never a good time to make a double, but this was a particularly bad one. And we'll go up to the home hole.
And this is Minji Lee, who is a rookie this year, as we saw from the Rolex Rookie of the Year standings.
So that she won the girls junior at Lake Merced Golf Club, where we will be playing swinging skirts next year. In the semifinals that year, next week we'll be at swinging skirts. In the semifinals that year was Allison Lee, Arya Jutanagar, and Lydia Ko, and Minji Lee.
So you're saying that the girls' junior is a good indicator of what's to come?
It was that year. It was that year.
Sandra Gall for a birdie at 16 from long range. Minji Lee, by the way, had 33 shots going out, but struggled a bit coming home. Still going to be a top 15 finish for Minji.
Third shot now for IK Kim at the par 5 13th.
103 yards. 103 yards up that hill into the breeze. Just going to chip a 9-iron, according to Terry McNamara. Don't want to go long.
Pretty small target up on that top tier.
Pretty good shot.
Beautiful, Jerry.
The ball was really on line there, just pitched right behind the hole. That is a good spot to putt from up on top. Se-Young Kim with a club change here.
Well, a little mistake on the layup, and she did lay up. She only had 224 front and could have got it really close, but decided to lay back with a hybrid and fanned it just a bit to the right in the primary cut of rough, 75 yards to the hole. Trying to land it on that middle tier, I would assume, and see if it'll chase up. I don't think you can risk flying it up there. Or can you? Uh-huh.
I'm still not sure, Jerry, why she didn't just blast one right up by the green from where she was after her tee shot.
I think it just gets a little narrow up there, and she wasn't comfortable with it. She would have had an uphill lie, even if she did manage to keep it in the fairway. Nonetheless, she didn't expect to miss the fairway with the layup. NB, a very good layup here, just 63 yards. Should be able to spin it. That's plenty of spin on it.
That's a good one. 3 feet left for NB Park. By far the best of the birdie opportunities.
Fourteenth hole, third shot for Chella Choi. Right, Karen, she needs to make something happen.
She does. She has 84 yards. Great lie in the fairway. This is low, but it's drifting a hair right, Tom.
You want to keep your shot below this hole if you can.
Out at the 13th green now, Se-Young Kim. Put her third shot just over the green by about 5 feet, Jerry.
Yeah, but what is she, 12 feet from the hole, it looks like? It's not too bad. Putting downwind, down green, going to be a little quick once it gets on the green, but you got to be concerned about what it's going to do on that 3 feet of fringe. I definitely like the putter. I don't think chipping this and landing it on, unless you catch it perfectly, is going to be all that predictable. So just try and bobble it through there and get it on the green somewhere in the direction of the high side of the hole. And left early on her.
But with NB Park putting from that coin right behind where Se-Young Kim is standing, it's likely she will be trailing after this hole. IK Kim also has a birdie attempt. She'll go before NB Park. There she is.
Just a few inches of fringe here for IK, also turning a little left. A very, very good look here, and she has made her share today. And if it does turn out to be her day, Kay and Mark, you got to point back to number 7, where she made the really ugly, dramatic par.
From off the green. And that was right after she had made a double bogey. It looked like she was going to drop another 1 or 2 shots, and you're right. And then it seemed like she's just steadied herself ever since.
Players have been making this putt, Jerry. It is a cup on the right. Is where you need to hit this one. Maybe just a hair more, depends on your pace.
Yeah, depending on that speed. But I like that line.
It's a good putt for a right-handed golfer, that's for sure.
Little bobble early in that. Just killed it enough. Almost like it was sitting in a hole, Mark.
That is going to leave NB Park with a putt for the outright lead. Chance gone by there for IK Kim, and she knows it.
Jerry, remember, I think it was last year, MB changed her putter to 2 degrees flat because she likes to have her hands close to her body, and it better suited that new lie. Allowed her to have her hands and arms hang naturally, and it's been a pretty good change.
Also adjusted her ball position. She felt like she was getting a little too much shaft lean at address. She moved it up a little bit and started putting like the NB of old. This one is going to move a little left. Oh my.
Alert the media. What a surprise there.
Well, really 2 mistakes in 3 holes. The shank and then that short miss.
NB Park contemplating what could have been. Let's take one more look. Hit the high side of the hole, but it. Welcome back to Ko'olina Golf Club. This is Hyo-Joo Kim at the 15th for birdie down the hill. Didn't think there was much break when I saw it come to rest, and it was dead straight. That's a beauty.
That's her 5th birdie on the day.
And then you got the win. Front's playing.
Back to 14.
Hyo-Joo Kim could just sneak up and win this, by the way.
Very well could.
And now IK Kim coming out of the rough. Not a good layup, as you mentioned, Jerry.
No, just 125 yards. A little far away, but it looked like the signal was a 7-iron. I'm not sure.
Ooh.
Wow. Terry looked unsure. He had the other club out. I don't know what it was, but with this wind gusting up, it probably is the right club.
So basically 120 yards to the front of the green.
Yeah, 119 front, 125 hole, playing. Oh goodness, it's probably playing 150 yards right now. She might go back to a 6.
It's the hardest thing in this game when visually it looks so short, but when you take into account the uphill and the wind, you have to add 2 to 3 clubs.
Well, you don't want it coming up short and running back down the fairway. By contrast, you don't want it on the upper tier either. Like that.
Oh boy. Huge mistake. That is going to be so hard to 2-putt from there.
You got another 4 to do.
Michelle Wee has this for a par at the 16th.
Last year, around the week of the Swinging Skirts, Michelle made time to see some of her old roommates from Stanford.
Yes, it's easy to forget that Michelle managed to get a degree from Stanford whilst playing on the LPGA Tour. Not an easy feat. And winning a couple of times. NB Park.
86 yards. Well, just made a late switch. Carries 4 wedges. Might try and fly this a little past it with spin, and it's going to have spin. Oh, nice.
That's 2 excellent wedge shots in a row.
Such a big difference in the layup. You know, IK Kim makes that mistake and the ball's gone over the back of the green. Inbee Park has less than 100 yards and she has a great chance for birdie.
Probably one of the most overrated shots or underrated shots, Jerry, in the game is a proper layup on a par 5.
That's right. Like that her ball or even that hump is fine. It's the second 11 o'clock.
Is it
Yes.
more 5 yards?
Yeah, 5. Perfect. 44 pin.
44 yards the hole from Paul Fusco. I agree. Davis Love's late father once told him, when you're going to play safe, play it safe. So if you're going to lay up, make sure you get it in the right position. Don't take it for granted when you're hitting a club that you'd rather hit more. This is would be a tough shot without the wind. The wind blowing in from the left is going to allow this ball to sit down very quickly from inside 50 yards. It's going to need to.
Well, she's lucky that didn't go any further. Still a less than satisfactory shot from that distance.
It's okay there. Could be.
This is Chela Choi up ahead at 15, second shot.
86 yards, this wind off the left, downwind, so hard to stop it with only 4 yards of green to work with.
Oh, Karen, that's too bad. That's a good 40 feet away.
It's for a par for Sandra Gull. She was in the green side bunker and hit a very poor bunker shot.
The 17th today is playing really tough. Much tougher than it has the last couple of days.
Well, it's a fairly difficult hole location and the wind is coming hard from the right.
Hyo Joo Kim is mounting a late charge here. Back-to-back birdies coming to the 16th.
Oh, and she gets a helpful kick. That could have kicked left into the bunker, and instead another birdie chance.
Now, Hyo Joo Kim has a chance for a birdie. This was on the last hole right before she made the birdie putt. Getting some treatment on her leg.
I wonder if she got bit by something. To me, that would seem like an insect bite of some sort that you're trying to reduce the swelling, but don't know for certain. We'll see if we can get some word on what that is specifically.
Interesting. Hasn't seemed to have hurt her golf.
No.
Now, IK Kim, this is so difficult here, isn't it, Jared?
Oh my goodness, she gets to stand into. She is Houdini. This is so quick and it's going to turn so far to the left. And the further she hits it when it gets to that lower tier, the further she hits it right, the more it will turn.
Looks like she's aiming about 20 feet to the right.
Yes, she makes this, she gets a free game.
Nice.
Still needs to sit down.
Yeah, that looked like pretty good speed. Kind of expected it to end up down there.
IK Kim has made so many good putts for pars today, and she's got to make another one there at the 14th. At the moment tied with Se Young Kim and Inbee Park, both of whom have birdie putts to come. Inbee with the shorter birdie putt.
Over at 15 now. This is an adventure, to say the least, Karen.
It really is, Mark. It's downhill, but it's going to break quite significantly to the left. The wind's going to keep pushing it, and it is from long range, but she's missed from shorter. You never know. Maybe this could be the one that gets her going.
Still, though, 4 or 5 feet would be pretty good from here, wouldn't it?
Absolutely, no question. I mean, that literally, she aimed that a good 10 feet right of the hole.
Oh, went in the old hole. that is a 4-footer back to 14.
Say Young Kim for birdie.
Turning left. She gave up on it early.
Oh, the early walk. She was trying to walk it in.
I think she gave up on it and then saw that it had a chance and was hoping, but she knew she didn't hit it.
No harm, though. Although you'd like to take advantage of the par fives. And she hasn't taken advantage of either one here on the back nine. Fortunate that neither her fellow competitors have either.
But now MB Park has an opportunity for birdie. Before that, it'll be IK Kim trying to save par.
She has gone to the well a great many times today, and it hasn't run dry yet. This is a big ask right now. Huge gust of wind putting up the slope into the breeze, leaves blowing everywhere.
Have to put that all out of your mind, pick your spot, and trust it.
Yeah, just like the ball striking in the breeze, you have to hit a solid putt here.
Crucial. Another crucial putt.
IK Houdini Kim. You called it, Jerry. Wow.
As if she does end up winning, the word destiny will be used a great many times in describing the victory.
Well, she escaped there, having been in all sorts of trouble. And now MB Park still has a chance to edge ahead by one shot.
Little right drift to this putt, Jerry.
Yeah, a little bit. It's all about speed. The wind's going to accentuate the break a little bit. There's no question she's feeling the nerves inside. Doesn't demonstrate it. You never know by her body language. But she doesn't miss a putt like she did on the last hole and then have the shank before that 2 holes earlier without feeling it a bit.
Oh my word. That looked in all the way. It's not the MB Park that we've come to know on this back nine. She's really given the others an opportunity, and they have managed to stay tied with MB. Both of them up on that 15th tee, surprised, I'm sure, by the gallery's reaction.
This looked like a good putt. It just was carrying a lot of speed and was a harsh lip out. She didn't miss it on the low side.
Say Young Kim's already on the tee here now, getting ready to go, trying to close the gap with the grouping ahead.
And the gap is closed. The group ahead is on the green. They are considered in position, so they might go back into normal routine now. And Se Young doesn't appear to be hurrying. It's a very short walk, of course, from 14 to 15. Try and power this one up the left edge.
She likes it.
Well, the wind's got it going a little right. Good bounce, though. Oh, that's fine.
People standing back, just stand still.
Up ahead to 16.
And this is Christy Kerr. Christy inside the top 10 and a pretty good run of form, having won the Kia Classic at Aviara a few weeks ago, and that one of the best we've seen at the 16th. Should yield a birdie for Kerr, would be her 4th birdie of the day. Back to 15.
IK Kim now with a driver.
Starts up the left, fading back toward the center. Actually, a little too far now. Needs to sit down.
That will bound on through into the rough and sits up like it's on a tee. Up to 18.
And So Young Lee trying to save par. And the goal is to be in the top 20 this year, and right now she is tied for 16th. A fine performance from So Young Lee. MB Park with her tee shot at 15.
Turns this one up into the wind, so it held its line nicely right down the middle.
Michelle Wee up at 17 from the left rough, drove the ball through the fairway. That is a beauty. Just won't quite get the bite that it needed coming out of the rough, but a chance for a 3. Back at 15 now, Chella Choi. For a par, no, that was left all the way. What a time to miss one. Back to 16.
This could be all important for Hyo Joo Kim. This to get within 1 of the lead.
It's for 3 birdies in a row.
Oh, steady on. Can get away from you pretty quickly here on these greens with the wind blowing in the final round of the Lotte Championship. Indy Park, Se Young Kim, IK Kim, all tied.